Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode in the LA Rams 10-year rebuild. We are right on the cusp of finishing this series. We are in year number 9, season number 9, and we just won the world. We just won the World Series. Yeah, we just won the World Series. We just won the Super Bowl in the last episode. Episode 8 was the best episode yet. We had a great offseason. We had the great season because we won the Super Bowl. And now we look to defend our crown in today's episode. I hope we can do it. If we can, I'm going to be so happy because I want to go 3 for 3. I want to go 8, 9, and 10, all with Super Bowl trophies. That would really put a big star next to this rebuild. So technically the rebuild has been completed. We've taken the Rams from where they were when we first started this in season 1, where they were just bad. And we've built them up, and we've finally won a Super Bowl. So we've completed the rebuild. Check that off. So the series is a success. Now we've got to build on that, and we've got to win 2 more. Can we do it? I sure hope so. Let's find out. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go try to repeat as Super Bowl champions. So as always, we have to start the season by setting our goals. And you know what? We won the Super Bowl last year. Why not make our goal win the Super Bowl again this year? Because obviously I want to go back to back. I think that this team has the ability to do it. Yeah, we did make some pretty interesting decisions in the offseason, losing some interesting players. We lost the Super Bowl MVP, Chris Palumbo, to free agency because we could not pay him. But we did draft Truman, who is a very solid replacement. He's nowhere near as good as Palumbo is, or was, but he's pretty fast for an outside linebacker. He's got good hit power, he's got good pursuit, good block shed, and he's got hidden development, the most important thing. It's probably only going to be star, but I'm not expecting too much. The offensive line looks pretty good now. The defensive, or the tight end position looks good. We re-signed Jerry Hawkins for the entirety of the rest of the series. Ogletree's locked down. I think Najee Harris is locked down. We've got everybody that is of note locked down except for Jalen Phillips. I think Jalen Phillips is a free agent this upcoming episode, so we're definitely going to have to splash some cash on him. But Bobby Knight, I think, is locked down for the episode because he's on a rookie contract. He should be at least. Covington, I mean, this defense is crazy good. And we drafted all these guys. We drafted Barkley, we drafted Abbott, we drafted Seawright, we drafted McCollum, we drafted Truman, we drafted Davis. Is it Danny Davis? Is that what his name is? Darren Davis. We drafted Darren Davis. We drafted this entire defense, basically. There's a few guys that we traded for. We drafted Ogletree. We drafted Hawkins. We drafted Bates, Emmanuel Farr, Ricardo Ridley. I mean, is it Danny Duncan? DeAndre Duncan? Devontae Duncan. That's what it is. We drafted. This whole team has basically been throughout the entirety of the series what we drafted. So, with all that being said, it's time to defend our crown. I'm hoping for a big start to the year. I will see you guys at the midseason mark. We've made it to the midseason mark, and we are 5-1 on the year. This is exactly the kind of position that I expected us to be in when we got to this point. I told you this team was ready to go. We're the defending champions. We are looking good. It looks like they're starting Farr, or they moved Emmanuel Farr to backup. Maybe he got hurt or something, but now they're starting Jarrett, the rookie. I'm not sure why that is. I'm assuming Emmanuel Farr got injured and then they just haven't putting him back in. I don't want to ruin the chemistry that we're going on, so I'm not going to change that back. But for some reason, they have him as the guy. Did Glenn Cummins have Superstar X Factor when we drafted him? Did I draft a Superstar X Factor safety? Wait. What's his progression history? He didn't have Superstar X Factor, did he? He did. He doesn't have any upgrades for anything. Oh my God, I drafted Glenn Cummins, a superstar X Factor free safety. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, that changes some things. That's awesome. Glenn Cummins, when did we even draft you? When did you get drafted? Stats and contract. I don't remember when I drafted you. Awards. In the second round, pick 7. Wow. I cannot believe I drafted an X Factor free safety. I did not think he looked like an X Factor free safety. He didn't look special at any point. I mean, he was fast. Wasn't he? He was the fast guy. He was 88 speed, 90 acceleration, 87 hit power, 84 pursuit. His zone coverage is okay at 70. His play rec is playing up to a 75. Like, he doesn't have anything that's like eye-popping that would make you think, oh, he's a generational talent. But Superstar X Factor means that you're a generational talent. So, cha-ching, I just drafted a generational talent free safety and I didn't even know it. Thank you, Glenn Cummins. I mean, with a name like that, I probably should have assumed that that's what he was, but I'll take it, man. And now we go to the end of the season. I'm expecting maybe 3 losses at the most. I guess we'll find out. I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Here we are at the playoffs, and yeah, my prediction didn't come true. We are 9-8. Just sneaking in as a wild card team, not even winning the division, which is a little bit upsetting, and we have to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 11-6 on Super Wild Card Sunday. So that does not make me happy one bit. I don't know what happened. We were 5-1, and all of a sudden we are now bad. Apparently, I don't know why we are bad. It seems like Truman has star development. Not a shock there. That's what I assumed it was. Cummins has gone up to an 80 overall, but he's playing up to an 81 with the morale boost. Oh, I did re-sign Jalen Phillips and Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight did end up having his contract come up, so they are now signed throughout the rest of the series, which is only one more episode after this, so it doesn't really matter. But they are now re-signed, but that means I have no more money, and there is one more contract that we really need to re-sign, and that was Najee Harris. So Najee Harris might have to get on the move for the final season, which kind of sucks. But we've got to focus on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me a W. Give me a W, please. It's a loss, and it's a big loss, too. 41-17, we lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow, why did we fall off a cliff this season? Cliff? Absolutely insane how bad we played this year. What were the stats looking like? So 5,100 yards, 34 touchdowns, 8 picks for Malcolm Ogletree. That's a pretty good season. I don't know why he wouldn't have been the problem. Najee had 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns. 3 1,000-yard receivers. Rondale Moore had 1,315 touchdowns. Mac Franks had 1,105 touchdowns. Devontae Duncan had 1,107 touchdowns. And then Jerry Hawkins had 971 and 5 touchdowns. We almost had 4 1,000-yard receivers. So it wasn't the offense that was the problem. It had to have been the defense. Bobby Knight had 134 tackles. That's absolutely crazy. Delpit had 83, 82 for Darren Davis. Sack leader was Ben Covington with 15, and then Jalen Phillips, another fantastic season with 13. That's why we re-signed him. 11 for Seawright, 9.5 for Joey Wilcox. Interception leaders, Grant Delpit had 4. Aries McCollum had 3, 2 for Bobby Knight and Glenn Cummins. The defense doesn't even look that bad. I'm not really even sure why we didn't play well. I mean, we lost so many games, and then we obviously lose in the wild card round. I have no idea what the reason was for us losing. I couldn't tell you. Maybe it's a playbook thing. Maybe for the final season we need to change playbooks. I think we're running, aren't we running Tampa Bay's? I think we're running, they finished 11-6. Maybe we should run Dallas's playbook for the final season? I'm not 100% sure, but Tampa ends up getting to the Super Bowl from the wild card spot to go up against the Raiders. A flashback to, John Gruden's first Super Bowl that he won? And Raiders win. I didn't even give a guess there. That's my bad. The Raiders win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Raiders are Super Bowl champions. Man, I don't really even know what the problem was there. Justin Herbert plays for the Raiders, apparently. Joe Burrow wins the MVP of the league. Brian Daboll is the coach of the year for the Giants. Jonathan Taylor and Nick Bosa are the offense-defense players of the year. Andrew Stockton, quarterback for the Broncos. And Dwight Graham, a pass rusher for the Raiders, are your offensive and defensive rookies of the year. So we have one more season to win one more Super Bowl, and as you can see by our available salary cap, we ain't got none of that. We don't got any available salary cap. I'm hoping that we get some retirements maybe. We don't really have that old of a team though, so probably not. We're just gonna have to not be able to sign any free agents, trade Najee Harris, and just have to live with what we have. So players ready to negotiate. It should just be Najee is the main guy. Kyer Elam, but he's 30. Kedrick Abbott is gonna be a guy that I wish I could re-sign, but nobody else really matters here. I guess I can't even franchise tag because I don't have enough money to even give an offer out. And Najee's 33 and he's down to star development, so it probably is time to move on from him anyway. But I don't even think I can move on from him because we have such little cap space. We won't be able to take anybody on. We have pick 19 and pick 20. I haven't even taken a look at the draft class this year because, to be fair, it doesn't really matter. The draft class doesn't matter because they're not going to make an impact. But we do need to get a running back. I mean, we have to trade somebody else who has $5 million. Who's making $5 million that I can't re-sign? I've re-signed everybody. Reggie Peck, but he's only making 1.6. Pat Bates, but I don't want to trade away Pat Bates. I don't think I have to trade away Pat Bates. So if I trade away Najee Harris and Reggie Peck, we have to find somebody else that's making money to trade away. It's Kedrick Abbott is the other guy, but I don't think he's making enough money. No, we're at 530K. Maybe I just let these guys walk and don't trade anybody away. Although Kyer Elam is also on the thing. Okay, so that frees up money. So now we have to find somebody that we can throw in here. We can find somebody who we can throw in that's cheap. I don't know who that's going to be. Probably a D tackle. Let's go for a D tackle that is not expensive and is hopefully pretty good. Who's this guy? Spencer Lincoln. He has normal development. I'm not looking for anything less than star. Not looking for anything less than star. Antoine Teague. Is he under contract? What's his contract looking like? His contract is 1 more year, so we'd have to re-sign him next episode. What about Jawan Butler? Jawan Butler's got X Factor. Okay, yes, please. Trade offer accepted. Najee goes away. So does the other dudes. And we bring back an X Factor D tackle, who I don't know if that was a good idea or not. But Jawan Butler, at 25 years old, Superstar X Factor, he's here. He is here, and he just played for the team that made the Super Bowl. He was drafted in the 3rd round, and he's an X Factor. That's cool. That's pretty cool. But now we got 2 really good D tackles, but no running back. Running back is the biggest need that we have now. Very, very interesting. We might have to draft a running back. I don't even know what this draft class looks like, if we're being totally honest with you. I don't know what this draft class looks like. Let me take a look at this place again. So we'll get to that. We're just gonna have to lose Reggie Peck because I can't even make an offer on him, but everybody else, no. I don't need to re-sign. So let's take a look at retirements. Nope, that's the mock draft. Let me take a look at retirements, please. Looks like it's quarterback draft though, which is something we don't need. All right, who is retiring this year? David Njoku, Brian O'Neill, Minka, Mark Andrews, Colton Miller, Juju, Saquon, Denzel Ward, Jesse Bates, Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett after 14 seasons, Deshaun Watson. Wow, this is going to be another Nick Chubb. This is going to be another pretty stacked Hall of Fame class. Man, that's good retirement. Jared Goff, too. That's a good retirement class. That's a lot of Hall of Fame level players right there that are calling it a career. And Myles Garrett after 14 seasons. A little shocking, but whatever. He wants to go chill in retirement. He did a good job. He had a Hall of Fame career, I would assume. I'm not even going to look at the free agents because I don't have any money. So why even get my hopes up about wanting to sign somebody when I can? I think I'll just move Emmanuel Farr or Pat Bates over to the other guard spot. There's no business having 2 really good right guards and then not playing one of them. So I think Madden will just do it for me. I would assume. If I just go to adjust the lineup, they should just both be there as starters. Yeah, Bates is starting at right guard and Farr is back to left guard. We don't have a running back, so we definitely need to get one of those. But now the defense looks even better. And I know I've talked about getting rid of... it looks like Barkley went down to superstar. I don't like that. Why did he? Did he have a bad season? Why did his development trade go down? Just because we lost? No. No. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. He didn't deserve to go down. He will be back up to his good old X Factor abilities. And then I know I talked about maybe moving on from Grant Delpit, but now that we don't have any cap space to be able to work with, it looks like we're just going to have to keep him around. So, I mean, he's not that bad, but we're just going to have to keep him around here. I do kind of want to take a look at the draft class so I can kind of get a feel for the game plan before we get into it. Fifth-year options. Colby James needs a fifth-year option picked up. We'll pick it up just so we don't have to pay him next season. Who else? That's the center, by the way, Colby James. Who else do we need to? Jimmy Baker's contract. I don't remember who Jimmy Baker is. Is he an offensive lineman? He might be. We'll pick it up anyway. I don't need to have extra players that need to be re-signed. Although, it technically doesn't matter because next season, we're not going to go into the offseason. So, it doesn't matter what happens next year in the contract realm. All right, so we've got private workouts that we have to figure out here, but I don't really know who's even good in this class. So it looks like it's a quarterback class, but there's also this middle linebacker here who is top 5. Jared Holtz, a 6'3" pass coverage linebacker from Utah with elite speed. I'm interested. A, awareness, A, man coverage, A, payback, B, pursuit. I'm interested in Jared Holtz. What about this guy, Caleb Tate? He's got good speed. His pursuit is good. Okay, he's not as good, but he could be something. What about this guy, Vinny Ross? I mean, we don't need a tight end. Oh my God, this is generational. This is a generational tight end. Vinny Ross. Wow. A generational tight end in the class with possibly a generational linebacker in the class. I don't think he's generational, but that's a 6'6" too. Man, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. What's the running backs looking like? Because we do need to draft one. Is there like one good one? Rayshawn Renaud. He's got good speed. I wish there was a running back that had elite speed. I never find a running back that has elite speed. Elite jumping. If I could find a running back that has elite speed and elite change of direction, oh, that'd be perfect. That's exactly what we need. This guy looks to be pretty good. Trent Turner. He has the good physicals. What about Dalton Baldwin? Is he good? His change of direction is not amazing, but he's got the speed to be able to keep up. This guy not great. So there's only a couple of decent running backs. That kind of scares me since a running back is kind of what we need. All right, who do I spend these points on? These focus players. Let me do it on a running back for sure. I think it was Trent Turner that I was most intrigued by. So let's do him. Then we'll go over here. We got to do that generational tight end. I mean, for sure. And then I'll just do Jared Holt as well. So those are the 3 guys that we will use our focus stuff on. And do I know any more? Do I have to simulate? I think I have to simulate. Man, I can't believe we found a generational tight end. I'm not going to be able to get him, I don't think. Because I don't think I can trade up. I don't have the cap space to trade up. Although I don't think... No, I don't think I can do it. No, I don't want to go to mock draft. They have Caleb Tate go... Oh, that's the first one. Where do they have that? So they have Jared Holt going 5. They have Vinny Ross going 8. But we have, like, picks in the 20s, right? 19 and 20. They have us taking a running back at least, so that's good. We do need one. I really want that linebacker, and I really want Vinny Ross. I don't think I'm going to be able to get him, though. I wanted to go there for a reason. I wanted to see what their true stuff was. Prospects. So Jared Holt, we have 90% on him. So we don't know if he's a full top 5 true talent, but he looks really good. He's fast. He's got A zone coverage. He could be generational. It's close. And then this guy right here, I mean, Vinny Ross. Fantastic name. He looks unbelievable. My God. Those two guys look great. And then what about Trent Turner? We got him to 90% scouted. He looks pretty good. I'll keep an eye on him, and also keep an eye on Roman. Was it Roman Peterson, or was it the top guy? I think it might have been Rayshawn Renaud. Was it you? Yeah, this guy. We'll keep an eye on this guy. He's probably going to go early, though. You never know. I'll put a Roman Peterson on there as well. I got to figure out how to get up to the top of the draft. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible to trade up. Because I'd have to trade up to like 4 or 5 or something like that. And I don't think I have the assets to be able to do that. Let's talk to the Browns. The Browns have... No, let's talk to the Broncos. The Broncos have pick 5. I can trade a bunch of picks because I simply don't have any use for them next season. We're not going to do a draft next year, so it doesn't matter. So I can trade picks. If this goes through, that'd be really, really good. Trade offer accepted. We move up to pick 5. Okay. So we can get Vinny Ross. But can we move up to get... Can we move up to get the linebacker too? Because I really, really want both of them. I think they're both going to be very good players. But I don't think I have the assets to move up to 3. It's close, but it's not going to happen. I think a player has to be a part of this. But if a player is a part of it, then I think the cap space part comes into play. I don't know. Let's see. Who's a player that I could get rid of? Who is a player that I could get rid of? I could get rid of Lafferty or Malone. Maybe they need a center. I could give them Emmett Lafferty. Yeah, so now that puts the salary cap into question. So I can't trade a player. I have to trade draft picks. But I don't know if I have the draft picks. I don't want to give up my 2nd round pick, but I guess I would. I don't really want to give up my 2nd round pick. What about a 4? That's so close. Oops. A 2 and a 3. Trade offer accepted. I had to give up my 2nd, man. I didn't really want to do that. But we move up to 3 and 5. First pick is a quarterback. 2nd pick is a left tackle. I could trade back. I don't think that Jared Holt or Vinny Ross would go at number 3. Or I don't think that they would take them at 3 or 4. So I could trade this pick back. That could be something interesting. I'd want to get a 1st round pick that's pretty close. Pick 7 with the Texans. But the Texans were projected to take Jared Holt. So if I give them a higher pick, then that means they might come up and take my guy. And I don't want them to do that. Let's see. The Lions at pick 9. That might be too far back, though. The Lions at pick 9 might be a little bit too far back. We could trade with the Cowboys and get pick 4. We just trade back 1 pick and we pick up an extra 3rd round pick that we don't have. I'll do that. We'll just swap 3 and 4. The Cowboys take a quarterback, so they trade up to get their quarterback. We get an extra 3. Do I think I could trade back with the Panthers? Are the Panthers willing to offer me their pick? The Texans are still offering me a 7. I'm really looking for a 1 and a 2, to be honest with you. The Panthers are offering me pick 6, but they're also offering me a 3. I'll do that. I'll do that. So then we switch. Panthers come up. We move back another one. and then a quarterback goes. Okay, so now I don't think I can waste any more time because I think the Texans are right there. So let's take Vinny Ross first because I think Vinny Ross is a freaking stud. He's got to be generational. We just drafted a generational tight end. I mean, look at these numbers. 89 speed, 87 jumping, 87 agility, 91 acceleration. He's going to have superstar X factor. A catching, A deep route running, A catching traffic. I mean, this dude's a freaking stud. He's an absolute freaking stud. There's no way you could pass on him. And then we are going to make sure that we draft Jared. What's his name? Jared Holt? Yeah, Jared Holt is also going to be coming here. I don't think he's generational, but I do think he's going to maybe even have superstar development. Like, he's going to be very good. He's going to be very, very good. I mean, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. They're both going to be amazing players. And now we don't have a pick till the 3rd round, which is, I'm hoping, where we can maybe get a running back. I think our running backs are probably off the board at this point. The ones that I was looking at. Yeah, the good running backs are off the board, but we need to draft one. And is there a running back that has actual decent speed? Or am I screwed at running back for this season? Trevor Golston ran the fastest. He ran 4.4. So he's the fastest running back in the class. You know what? Sure. Normal development, but he's 92 speed, 88 change of direction, 93 acceleration, 87 agility. You know what? If we were going more than just one more season, he might turn out to be a very good running back. He might turn out to be a very, very good running back if we were going more than one season. But he's going to be our starter probably. And then we need to go to receiver because that is the next up on the list. Although all these receivers are kind of garbage, so maybe not. Shane Booth has F for a lot of stuff, but he's got elite speed. He ran 4.2. He can't do much else. I'll take it. Hidden development, 99 speed for Shane Booth. 96 acceleration, 96 jumping. Oh my God. He's horrible at catching. He's horrible at catching traffic. He's horrible at medium route running. He's horrible at short route running, but he can run. He can blaze. Oh my God, that's a crazy draft pick. Now we don't pick till the 4th round. And I don't even really know what else to get. Maybe we should get another corner. Let's look at corner or maybe even safety. Is there a good corner left? This guy's 6'3", Rick Craig. But he's bad at everything, and he's not even that fast, so it's not worth it. See, the reason I took Shane Booth is because he was really fast. Or he was the fastest receiver in the class. So that's his speed outweighed his actual abilities. Sometimes with a receiver, that's all you can ask for. So, I mean, he's got elite acceleration, but I don't really want to take Antonio Marvin or Harvin, whatever his name was. Who's this guy? Kevin Burris. Not the greatest of athletes, not the greatest technically either. What about this guy, James Stark? Okay, 2nd fastest free safety. Let's take James Stark. He's normal development, 90 acceleration, 91 acceleration, 90 speed, 90 agility. Maybe something. I'll probably let the CPU do the rest of this, advance to the end of the draft. I can't believe... Okay, so we got the 2 guys that we absolutely wanted. We got Jared Holt, the middle linebacker, and we got Vinny Ross, the tight end. So I know for a fact that those 2 guys are awesome. Vinny Ross is generational. Absolute guarantee. He's an 81 overall. Absolute guarantee that he is generational. So the running back is 68 overall. He's probably going to be our starter, which sucks. And then Stark is a 68 as well. Shane Booth is only a 66, but he's got freaking 99 speed. Oh my God. I got to find out. Is he generational? I have to know. I have to know is he generational. You guys can see this as well. I have to know if he's generational. Actually, you know what? You guys can't see it. I'm going to cut it out for you. All you'll see is me. Is he generational? Ooh! Okay. Also, let's just do it for Jared Holt as well. Let's just do it for Jared Holt. Just because I'm curious. I'm piquing the interest. Oh! Ah! Okay. Okay. And while we're here, let's do Shane Booth as well. I don't care. It's the final season. I can do what I want. I can do what I freaking want to do. Ooh! Oh! Okay, man. I like this draft a lot. I like this draft a whole heck of a lot. Who was the highest rated player in the class? It was Vinny Ross by a mile. And then it was Jared Hall. We drafted the 2 best players in the class. Oh my God. I just had the greatest draft class of all time. I mean, wow. That's the greatest draft class ever. And that's better than anybody has ever done in their history of real life. I mean, are you kidding me? That's a crazy draft class that I just pulled out there. Wow. I am good at this drafting thing. Oh, I cannot wait for next episode. The redemption season. We got to win one more Super Bowl before we end it. Episode 10, Season 10 is about to be on its way, and it is the redemption season. Can we win our 2nd Super Bowl in 3 seasons? I sure as heck hope so, but this is what the team will finish as, most likely. This is what it's looking like. Golston, that was the guy's name, right? I think so. He will be our running back. Rondale Moore's up to superstar development, by the way. Man, this team's crazy. This team is cracked out of its mind. How does this team not win a Super Bowl? I don't know. I mean, look at all these X factors we've got, man. We are good. We are very, very good. I might even move Holt to outside linebacker just to have him play over Truman. Like, that's how good we are. Man, we've got some good players on this team. I'm sad to see this series end soon because I like the players that I've got on this team. I like this class, these rookies that I've drafted. They all have amazing ability. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you enjoyed it, as always, comment down below. If you like what I had, if you agree with what I drafted, because I had the greatest draft class of all time. Episode 10 will be out pretty soon, and then we will start a new 10-year dynasty. So we will see if we can take another team that is pretty bad and move them up in the rankings and make them hopefully into a dynasty like we've hopefully made the Rams, or maybe made the Rams. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.